Hello everybody and welcome to another video blog of So Far So Happy. I am Ginoski and today I want to talk about A Course in Miracles. Okay, so last week I published my video blog about inner work and how it pays off, right? And it left me thinking of all the things that I've done to work on myself, and I realized that A Course in Miracles has been game changer. But what is A Course in Miracles? Right? It sounds, trust me, it sounded a little weird to me when I first encountered it. It kind of just presented itself to me, but I want to talk about that later on because A Course in Miracles is very extent. In fact, I think that it's one of the things I would like eventually to, and that's what I'm doing this video, to encourage people to do it because it's awesome. So anyway, what is A Course in Miracles? It's a book, a channel book. It was channeled by Helen Chukmer and in 1965. Well, it took about like 7 years, I believe so, but I believe it was finally published on 1965. It's a set of books. I haven't read it. I heard it because I am more a listener than a reader. So I heard the entire audiobook, and it can be a little bit like I said, weird, strange, but at a deep level, it really resonated with me, and I didn't know that after listening to the book, I had to do lessons. So there are 165 lessons, one per each day of the year. And yes, you're supposed to do the lessons and go for it. And so I was like, well, I read it, right? Or I heard it. So let's do the lessons. So I started doing the lessons, and woo! The way I can describe it, it's like an upgrade kind of thing. But or more like a deprogrammer. Yeah, I think that's better. It's a deprogrammer. So let's see. We come here, right? We come here to this earth, and we are all, we're all different types, right? We're male or female. We're black or we're white or we're Latino, or, we have our identity, right? So let's say me, I was born a female in Colombia, so I'm Latina, but then I moved to the US, so, I'm an immigrant. So, you start putting a lot of labels on yourself. Like you start to identify yourself as all these things, right? So what the Course in Miracles does, it kind of deprograms everything, right? And it just basically tells you that you are the son of God, that you are an extension of God, and that everything that you think it's real, it's really not. It's just a program that is being inserted in our minds, in our psychic, in our DNA. Who knows? I don't know. But it's just like all these layers and layers and layers of identity, of muscle. Like there is all of these things that they're just covering your true self, your spirit. They're just like a costume that was designed, or I don't know, but it's just not you, right? It's not us. It's not me. And so, these practices, they're definitely taking me more than a year, to be honest. But I'm not in a rush. I feel that it's not even about, and they tell you in the Course in Miracles, like, if you need more time, if you really need 2 days, 3 days, whatever the time you need to actually understand and grasp the idea, right, of every day. And so you do this for 365 lessons, and I don't know, let's see what happens. I haven't finished, but what I can tell you is that it's magical. It's like, to me, feels like a new consciousness. But obviously, I mean, this is a channel book, right? So whatever it's always saying, the message, it's can be a little abstract, but it is so true. That's what I realized doing it. I realized that it's constant, that it doesn't change, that we are the ones who are always changing, and yeah, we're the ones who are always changing everything. This world, this reality is the one that is constantly changing, and it's not real, right? And I know it can sound weird for some people, but that's the way I've been understanding it, and I love it. I love it because the meditations before I started doing the Course in Miracles, I felt like I would just sit down and I just couldn't stop. I just couldn't stop. My mind couldn't stop, and I couldn't relax, right? I was always overthinking, or too conscious, or whatever, right? But when I started doing the meditations with the Course in Miracles, which they're really simple, they're not long meditations. They're usually like tops 15 minutes, and that's like very very like unusual. They're usually like 10 minutes long, and it basically just lets you do your own thing, right? You are your own teacher. Like, you have the guidance. This is what it is, A Course in Miracles. It's like a guide. It's a path. And you just follow it, and you just take your time as long as you need, honestly. I mean, I know it says it's 365 days, but I'm currently in lesson 182, and it's almost gonna be 1 year. Well, I'm like 2 months short, but it's almost gonna be 1 year of me starting the lessons. But yes, it's so beautiful. I feel like the understanding about the metaphysical forces, they start to be very, very clear when and everything changes, like the way you think. That's why I call it deprogramming. Like, it really just deprograms every useless belief, right? Everything that just doesn't serve you or to your spirit, right? Like, this is it's very to the point, and I really like that. It's to the point. It doesn't really it doesn't matter what religion you practice, even, like, it doesn't even matter. It's just like very to the point, and very powerful, and very psychic, I will say. It's kind of like you will start getting signs, or understand the signs, at least. You will have you will learn how to really communicate with your inner self, and how to do the right thing, how to really, really listen. It's a course to learn how to listen to that voice that it's the one you should be listening to. So it's kind of like the course is the course, it's basically an ego destroyer, I will say. You know, it's an ego bashing. It's just like, it's learning how to not listen to your ego and how to listen to the spirit. You know, they call it the Holy Spirit because of the language, but it can be prana, it can be anything. You know, whatever you believe on, I'm sure you can relate, because it's a spirituality. It's in a spiritual teaching. It's very, very complex. So like I said at the beginning, this was the Course in Miracles kind of presented itself to me. I feel that this is something that only really comes to you, or you come to it when one is ready, right? Like when I first heard of this, I have no idea. Like, I had no idea. Like, but I remember that I felt like, for the first time, I wasn't crazy. That's literally how I felt. I felt like I just wasn't crazy, that there are people out there that think like I do. And back then, I used to think that somebody actually growed it, like out of their own, knowledge and things. But then years later, I realized, okay, it's a channel book, so it's pretty complex, and the language, it's different. It's different than what we are used to here on Earth, because it's kind of like turning everything, and it's just like, oh wow. But it works. It works when you really are ready for it. It's, again, to me, it's been life changing, and I can really say that my life has completely improved since I was introduced to A Course in Miracles. And it worked. It worked from a very subtle level, and it's like, now I'm just like, oh, I know this is real, you know. So if you have come across A Course in Miracles and you're wondering what it is, or if you should like go for it, or, you know, take this video as a sign, okay? Because yes, it's a very special spirituality course, and I think the foundations are very strong. It's kind of like, because it doesn't change, right? So there are not like circumstances in which you're like, no, I can't apply it. No, it always applies, always. You know, maybe your ego doesn't want to apply it, but it applies, right? So yes, I invite you to do it if you feel drawn to it. Yes, it's long, it's complex, but you won't regret it. You can gain so much in the spiritual level, you know, and it really does translate to here, now, earthy. All right, so this is my first video on A Course in Miracles, and I really want to keep doing them. Talk about more things, maybe sharing how I came across it, because to me it was super exciting, and it, like I said, it changed my life. But before I leave, I'm gonna pull out a card from my favorite oracle, and let's see what the divine wants to tell us. And this message will be for anytime, anywhere, whatever you are. Now, what should you know right now? Joy. Oh, I love this card. It's joy, right? So joy, in this card in particular, it's that joy that we sometimes we don't feel, you know, but others do feel that joy, right? So it reminds us that it doesn't matter, joy, it's very internal, right? So how can I say this? It's kind of shining from within, right? And I think this video blog has to do a lot with my last video blog, because when you do inner work, when you work on yourself, when you find that true voice that inspires you to be a better person, you start shining. Like there comes like this aura around you that you don't notice sometimes, but people do, you know, and maybe they don't see it. Oh, you have a golden aura, or no, but they feel it. They feel drawn to you because you're the joy. You are the joy that they want to feel, and they feel joyful. So if you're feeling a little sad, nah, don't worry. It will pass, okay? It will pass, joy will come, and I think A Course in Miracles will be an amazing course to take to bring joy back into you and to maintain it. Because that's the thing. We are used to things getting old, like not staying for too long, right? So yes, I'm happy right now, but in an hour I might not be, right? And we're like used to it, right? Oh, you know, it couldn't be forever, right? No, we can live in joy, we can be the joy. Okay, so I hope you like this message, and I hope you check A Course in Miracles. And if you do, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know your experience, if you had already started it or if you already done it. I would love to know, because I don't know that many people that do. In fact, I am the only person, well, no, my age that I know it's doing it and that has done it. I do know older people that they already done it, and they're amazing teachers as well. So thank you so much for watching, and give a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you later. Bye bye.